Hey, welcome to a Real Estate Wisdom podcast with Vish. And today we're going to diving into the world of appliances. Having the right appliances for your home can enhance the value of your property. So whether you buying it for yourself, you're a homeowner, or a landlord, choosing the right appliances can make a big difference. And why I will say that, because I have seen a lot of people when they're doing it, for example, a tenanted property, they want to put like cheap appliances over there for people to use it. And what happened is and after a few times, it's like a break frequently, and they blame it on their tenant, which is not the right thing to do, because definitely the cheap appliance is going to break more often. They don't make same kind of appliances what they used to do 10, 15 years ago. Things have changed. Technology have changed. People, cooking style, people everything is changing, right? So why not get something which is more efficient? And if you are homeowner, you want to entertain your family, you want to give the best. And especially you want to, now the technology available, which you can do cooking in less time. So you don't have to buy Uber Eats. You don't have to go eat outside, because the biggest hassle people have is, they buying it from outside because it takes too long to cook, too long to clean. And guess what? We end up spending more money because we're always on the rush. We want everything instant. But believe me or not, there's nothing like home cooking. But before we dive into today's topic, I'd like to take a moment to wish all our listeners happy Thanksgiving. As we gather with family and friends this holiday season, I'm reminded of how grateful I am for each and every one of you who tune into the Real Estate Wisdom podcast, because your support and engagement make this show possible. And I'm truly thankful to the community we are building together. So whether you are hosting a Thanksgiving in your newly renovated kitchen or enjoying a meal in your cozy apartment, I hope your home is filled with warmth, love, and gratitude. This holiday is a perfect time to appreciate not just the physical spaces we live in, but the memories we create within them. So as we discuss appliances today, let's remember that at the heart of every home are the people who inhabit it. So the right appliances can make our life easier and more efficient, giving us more time to spend with those we love. So as you planning your holiday meal or thinking about future home improvements, keep in mind that ultimate goal is to create a space where you and your loved ones can thrive. From all of us at the Real Estate Wisdom podcast and by Wish for Your Home, we wish you a joyous Thanksgiving filled with good food, great company, and a home that truly meets your needs. Now, let's dive into topic on choosing the right appliances for different property types. So let's start with apartment and townhouses. What kind of appliances you should buy, based on from my experience, what I have seen it, and what industry suggests as well. So for smaller spaces, efficiency is a key. And always we have smaller space to accommodate stuff, right? So let's start with the kitchen. I remember one of my friend client, a young professional living in a downtown condo, and she recently upgraded her appliances and saw a significant improve in her daily life. Anytime you're doing anything new, like renovating your kitchen, you feel good about it, you feel enthusiastic about it, and she was saying that, her suggestion was this is fantastic because I can tell from my experience that I didn't like electric appliances that much, with the glass top. First of all, it was harder to clean, and I, kind of, its surface is hot, it stays hot for a long time. Even do that even cooking, but I enjoyed the gas cooking a lot. I'm not sure about you, but that's what I do. But what she was mentioning she replaced her electric stove with the Samsung Induction cooktop, and it was Samsung, I believe, or no, I like some better one. But yeah, Induction cooktop, and it's amazing how much faster I can cook now, and it's so easy to clean. And I can't believe that, because I have the similar, because as I mentioned, that I always like a gas range. But recently when I tried the Induction, and I really liked it. First of all, when you're cooking on top of your Induction cooktop, your surface doesn't get heated. The pot which you're putting it, that work as a catalyst, and that's the only thing which going to heat. So if you, after that, you touch it, it's cool. And it's easier to clean as well. You can use a Windex or any cleaner, surface cleaner, and can clean it. It's amazing. And she was raving about it so much. She invited me, and as a lot of my clients are friends or are popping by, and she was asking for my expertise, what should buy and not. So I did hear about it, and then I mentioned to her, and she's really enjoying it. Like I said, induction cooktops are indeed trending for apartments and townhouses, and they are energy efficient, safe, and perfect for smaller kitchens. Brands there's a lot of brands right now, LG, Bosch, Samsung, not sure, it's they're a good product, but personally I didn't find they don't last that long. That's my issue with that. So, but there's cheaper brands also available, but also the Bosch is doing fantastic. In my opinion, I like their products, and they have the great lineup. If you can go on the luxury ones as well. For range, would consider a sleek, low-profile models those from Zephyr or Braun, and these are perfect for apartments where space is at premium. So making sure they have a proper ventilation for things need to be happening, and for apartments, I think that will be best. Make sure that you have the proper suction on those range hoods. People go for the microwave oven on top of that, but it's not that effective. First of all, it's not covering your stove fully, and when you're cooking, you feel the heat, and you can still do it. But in some places, you don't have a choice, which you have to do, because in most of the time, those not powerful enough, and some of them recirculate the heat, and all the fumes coming out, on the smell coming out, and that's recirculated, which is not good for you because it will create more bacteria and stuff. So yeah, talk to any associate, can visit these stores. Recently, one of client, I took it to them to Thermador and Bosch showroom. Basically, they call it a designer studio in downtown Toronto, where it's on, I think it's Parliament Street and Front Street, King Street. And beautiful place, the chef was cooking for us, and we had the great experience there to learn about the appliances a little bit, because one of my friend also constructing the custom house, and they were looking for the high-end appliances. So we get the chance to go over there to see live and to decide which right appliances to get. So I say, even you can go if you don't want to go over there. Visit some time. Take some time to spend in those appliance stores, specialty appliances stores. I'm not saying you go on a department store where they sell everything else. I enjoy when the companies or the stores are selling specifically appliances or any specific stuff, because they're focusing on that. They are more knowledgeable and they can give you the better ideas based on your lifestyle and what you want to achieve, right? So getting back to when we're talking about the refrigerators, there's a French door models are popular in apartments, and they offer ample storage without taking up too much floor space. Now these days, those sleek ones coming in as well. You probably have seen it in a lot of apartments, like a built-in one. Yes and no, depending upon the space you have. My personal preference is still standalone fridge. But yeah, if the space is concerned, they look nice, like the island type. I believe you can do more on that, but I haven't used it much, so I won't say. But I can definitely ask if for single person, or even for couple, I think it will be enough. When you get kids, probably get a little bit more space. So again, it's personal choices. For laundry, consider a washer dryer combo unit, because again, space is a concern. And Bosch, LG, they both make efficient models that save space and energy. So in my opinion, those, until some people have, I like the front loading one. A lot of people like a top loading, but in my opinion, front loading is more efficient, more space I can do. There's also the new ones which can do wash and dry both, a single unit, a smaller unit. But they look small to me, but also depending upon how often you're doing your laundry. But most of the appliances, these are energy efficient, so they're trying to do a less water and less heat as well. So again, depending upon your choice. Let's move on to when you're considering how semi-detached or detached home, right? So they are pretty similar. Moving on to larger homes, we have more flexibility with appliances choices. And this is another example which I have a client who's renovating, because these days, a lot of people are renovating, and a lot of people renovating their basements as well to rent it out or do the Airbnb, because again, everybody is on the crunch. But I think a few investment, because people not buying the bigger things like houses, more and more people are doing renovations in their house because they're going to stay there, because hey, I cannot afford to buy or upgrade my house. Why not upgrade my current living space and enjoy that, which makes sense, isn't it? Well, I remember this one of my friend actually, and he went out for the kitchen. They like to cook, they like to entertain, and they installed a Wolf gas range and a Sub-Zero refrigerator. The quality, they say, is incredible, and it's really elevated our cooking game. And I can see that, how much they enjoy entertaining others, and it was worth it. The other appliance, which when I was visiting this Bosch Thermador, I really liked the Thermador. Very popular choice. They are same professional grade appliances like Wolf and Sub-Zero, and they not only perform well but also add significant value to your home. So if you have a house, in future when you're thinking of selling, having the high-end appliances and especially energy efficient and state of the art, really help. I won't get like overboard. Sometimes people go like overboard with some things, but like again, energy efficient and these heavy grade appliances will really, really enhance the value. In some cases, like 10 to 15% of your house value. So, in terms of cooking appliances, gas ranges are still popular. I mentioned like more and people moving towards induction, and electric. I think like a lot of people using it like when that they're looking at a lower end one. I personally didn't like electric that much, too much. If you're doing it as stovetop cooking, in my opinion, the gas or induction is the best option. So brands like, again, KitchenAid, they are pretty good. They offer excellent dual ranges that combine gas cooktops and electric ovens, like if your budget is low. But they, again, they are upper level, not the lower level one, so which is good. For range hoods, again, consider a statement piece. Zephyr and Faber offer beautiful, powerful hoods that can become a focal point in your kitchen. And, making sure that your ductwork is right, your ventilation is going up, depending upon like what kind of cooking you do. Sometime, CFM, how like 600 CFM, like that's what they recommended most of the time. And recently I came to know there's the bylaws are different. For example, in Oakville, they only allow 600 CFM your range hoods. So look into your bylaws as well, because you don't want to get into trouble. A lot of people say that, but I'm doing 1800 or 18,000 BTU cooking gas range. How the 600 CFM is going to work? It's not going to suck out all my fumes and everything. Well, most of the time you're not cooking in all the burners, so probably using one or two most of the time. So it will be not bad, like a 600 CFM. But there's also like a different style, which in the market, I will say, downdraft. In that way, you can save some space if you installing on the island. Mostly you're going to do on the luxury homes. You have seen it. But I have seen also people have the big island in their detached homes, and they using central island, they're using downdraft. So you get a big chimney on top. So big chimney is not going to be hurdle, because that's big installation what you need. You can use a downdraft. But yeah, kitchen is the one place you really, really, most of people enjoy there, because you're doing cooking, you're entertaining people, and that's where family come together. So investing in that definitely enhance the value of your house. Wall ovens are making a comeback, especially in larger kitchens. Miele and Bosch offer great options, including combi steam ovens, which are perfect for both health-conscious homeowners. And this is the other thing which I learned recently, and I was thinking, if I'm just steeping my vegetables, then I'm going to use the combi steam ovens. But when I got the demonstration for that, I was surprised that you can cook cake and steam. Weird, but it was so moist, so good. And it's not only just for steaming things, but it's for your cooking and better cooking as well, and healthy cooking. So if you're health conscious, combi steam oven are a great option. Now moving to luxury homes, sky is the limit, and depending upon how much you want to spend, what kind of aesthetics you want. In the luxury markets, it's all about high-end professional grade appliances. And I know I have an interior designer who specializes in luxury homes. And what she was saying, that for my clients, I often recommend La Cornu ranges and Thermador. And they also, there's an Italian brand, I keep on forgetting the name, Bercoloni, something like that. And they're Genier. A lot of Genier actually in the mid-range now, but at the high-end one, there's a lot of other brands. They're not just appliances, they are work of art. Pair that with the Gagno refrigerator and Miele dishwasher, and you have a kitchen that both functional and stunning. And this is like a special consideration you have to do. Like, when you're interior designer or contractor, if you don't have interior designer, if you're just getting the contractor, probably I will recommend that go and see your appliances first before you get kitchen installed. Because chances are, some of them, like appliance which you like, they might not have a standard size or not deep enough or getting out of there. So when you're building that, invest some time and learn about those appliances and what you're going to like and have envision. If you have an interior designer, definitely they're going to help you a lot in terms of like what appliances will fit and what's your lifestyle and how you want to, do it. Like for example, in luxury homes, we're seeing a trends towards custom panel appliances, and that blend seamlessly with cabinetry. Sub-Zero, Thermador, I mentioned, they are leaders in that area. For now, moving it to like a laundry rooms, consider separate full-size washers and dryers. Speed Queen and Miele offer commercial-grade machines that can handle large loads efficiently as well. So looking to for example, you getting the dryer, and I don't I iron my shirt most of the time. But imagine if you have the dryer, which have the steam capability in there, and that will shirt come out like a wrinkle free. Isn't that be great? So I probably look into those. There are great options out there. With the stainless steel drum and large capacity and quieter you want to know. But also some of them coming are so great looking. So mudroom is the other one. After kitchen, there's you spend a little bit time, especially if you have a big family and kids. The laundry is you want a neat and clean laundry as well. And especially in luxury homes, you want to keep everything clean, and that's what differentiates in the custom houses from one to other, because it's the work of art. And most of the luxury buyers, which have luxury home buyers, what they look for a small nitty gritty, because when they're spending so much money, they want everything the way they want it, right? So appliances are a big deal, believe me or not, big deal. So don't cut corners there, and spend some money, which is not only going to enhance your value, but before you install, like I said, do that consultation, sizes, and most of the time, people telling me that the sizes are the biggest issue. If it's not designed properly, if your cabinetry is not done properly, or your island was not done properly, and your countertops not done properly, it can create a lot of hassle, and then you have to buy an additional stuff as well. So avoid that and do whole consultation before you go and invest in kitchen, renovating your kitchen. Now moving back to a rental properties. And for landlords, durability and efficiency are key, because you don't want to, again, I mentioned before that as well, you don't want that calls coming from your tenant every month, right? And say, hey, if this not working, that not working. I'm talking about that. I just got the message from my tenant that the dryer is making some noise, and I have to look into that. But if you're doing the good appliances, definitely is going to last a bit longer. And one more important thing, especially on the rental properties, buy the extra warranty, because most of the appliances these days coming for 1 year warranty only. Buying the extra warranty, but should I buy the extra warranty on range? Maybe not. I buy the extra warranty on washer dryer for sure, because there's so many moving parts. Dishwasher, absolutely. But yeah, if you have a freezer with the ice maker, absolutely, I'm going to buy it. I know there's some issues, like, in some of the brands, they have the biggest leaks happen in two conditions. Like, one is you have the ice maker, it's not stopped working, or the leak happen, then you're going to see the leak coming to your basement from your kitchen. The other big one is dishwasher. So if you don't have the right insulation on it, some dishwasher these days coming with what you call give you the alert, like, it's the water leak, but also it's holds the water down, so won't allow the water to leak. So I know, like, this is amazing, like, what you can do and how you can prevent like a big damages. So most of the time, like in the dishwashers, which I notice, which I think is not doing a proper installation. So a lot of people think, like, I just call the plumber, call them, pick up from the marketplace, and ask them to come install my appliances. Well, you might save some money, but I can tell you, if just the plumber, most of the time it might happen that they don't do proper installation, they not aware of all the appliances, like in all the brands, how they function and how it's need to be installed. I recommend get the licensed appliance installer to install your appliances. A little bit money you're going to spend more, but in the long run you're going to save a lot of money, believe me not. And that's the key. And you have to look into the way you want to save money. I don't say, like, I don't negotiate the price, but get the good quality of appliances, because you're going to use it. Your tenant is going to use it. So I always recommend getting the good. You don't have to go high end. I will say, like, mid-range appliances are good enough for tenanted property. G Profile, Whirlpool, Frigidaire, like, they are durable, easy to maintain, and not too expensive to replace if needed. But I always like buy the warranty on rental property for sure. Other things like consider energy efficient appliances, because in that way, not only you're going to save money, and your tenant is going to praise you for installing those property, and the chances are your property is going to rent out quicker as well. Because it doesn't matter, it's a tenant or it's a buyer. Everybody look for kitchen most of the time. I will say, like, 80% to 90% time people look for kitchen in the living space for sure. So I said, some of the great brands which I mentioned for rental properties, energy efficient appliances. They may cost a little bit more upfront, but most of the appliances these days coming. So I don't say it costs more, but they can save money in the long run, attract environmental conscious tenants as well. Stainless steel finishes are still popular in rentals as they're durable and have a timeless appeal. However, new finishes like black stainless are gaining traction. Not sure about that, because in my opinion, everything getting a little bit darker, it might look dirty, but also like scratch. You can more visible in black stainless steel rather than a regular stainless steel, but definitely stainless steel appliances for sure. Well, regarding of property type, quality appliances can significantly enhance your value of your property. And energy efficient models, in particular, can be a strong selling point. And according to recent studies, home and energy efficient appliances can sell for up to 3 to 5% more than comparable properties without them. In luxury brand or the high-end detached homes, property will sell like 10 to 20% more, believe me or not. Of course, you have to have not only the appliances, your kitchen is designed, have the capability of being functional properly as well. So look for those design. But kitchen, I think that's the heart of the house. Remember, the key is to choose appliances that fit the style and price point of your property. Over improving with high-end appliances in the mid-range property may not yield the return on investment you're hoping for. So, for example, if you're putting, like in the townhouse with high-end appliances, is not necessarily going to improve. So look into your neighborhood as well. What type of people living there, how much they appreciate that. If a high-end townhouses, anything 1.4, 1.5 mil above, definitely high-end appliances I'm going to put. But if I have the townhouse, which, the range of 800 to million, mid-range, yeah, that's what I will do. So that's all for today's episode of Real Estate Wisdom. Whether you are outfitting your own home or preparing a rental property, I hope this information help you to make informed decision about your appliances. And if you need any advice, you can reach out to me. I have a great connection with some of the appliances stores. I can also help you get a little bit discount, better prices for say, not discount, I will say. When you're buying the package, for example, all the appliances, most of the appliances store, they might able to give you better pricing. A lot of promotions going on, especially in the holiday times. Now the Boxing Day, Good Friday, Black Friday is coming. I know it's Canadian Thanksgiving right now, but the American Thanksgiving will be coming soon, and you're going to have a Black Friday sale. And this is a great time to buy those appliances. Even you're thinking of getting it done next year, because I believe most of them, they can hold it for almost like a year. Some of them, not all of them. So don't quote me on that, but depending. The other things you have to consider, you don't want to get disappointed, that make sure when you're ordering it, what's the inventory timeline, because some of the strike, because of the war, still a lot of less inventory, things not coming from the back. So sometimes you like it, something, and then you find out they don't have in stock. You're not going to get for another 6 months or 8 months delay. So look into that timeline as well, that, when you need it. So if you're thinking of renovating next year or upgrading next year, I probably start looking right now. All right. Enough for appliances today, enough cooking, time to eat, have fun with your family, and thank you again. Happy Canadian Thanksgiving to all of you. Bye for now.
Disclaimer: the information provided in this podcast is for informational purpose only and should not be considered as financial or investment advice. Consult with your professional before making any real estate decisions.